Welcome to my channel. I'm Charlene. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. So do y'all think Nicki Minaj is the Monique of the rap game? Child, Nicki Minaj done been getting into it with everybody. Ever since she dropped this Hot Girl Summer song with Meg Thee Stallion and did Queen Radio, man, Azealia Banks that had something to say. Trina and her camp that had something to say. The Breakfast Club that had something to say. Her and Joe Budden that got into it, child. Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion got on live randomly one day and linked up, and Nicki Minaj decided to hop on Meg Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer song, which apparently Meg Thee Stallion had already had it recorded and ready to go, but Nicki Minaj laid the verse down on it. Within days of the song coming out, they were doing the music video. These two were on live together. They're wearing the same outfits, all cutesy together, whatever. Meg Thee Stallion is drinking Douce. Meg Thee Stallion is trying to get Nicki Minaj to drive the boat. Nicki Minaj is refusing to drive the boat, okay? She's like, child, I'm not trying to get drunk, okay? Now, I thought Hot Girl Summer was an okay bop, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's something I'm probably going to be putting on repeat, but if I do hear it on the radio, if I'm out, you know, at the club, if I'm out at a party or whatever, I'm going to bop to it. But do I see myself listening to it over and over again? Probably not, but that's neither here nor there. So within days, these motherfuckers done laid the song down, came together, recorded, and made the video, right? So while they're recording the video, Meg Thee Stallion let Nicki Minaj drive the boat, which is let Nicki Minaj pour wine in her mouth. And clearly Meg Thee Stallion was getting drunk, okay? Now, Azealia Banks was not here for that shit, okay? Azealia Banks was mad. So she ended up doing a post and delete, right? So everybody online was on Instagram, they was going crazy. Because Azealia Banks had posted something on her Instagram, and she was basically saying how Nicki is a shiesty person, how Nicki is not a good friend, she's not a good person because she was trying to get Meg Thee Stallion drunk. Azealia Banks, now she posted it on her Instagram, but she ended up deleting it. But she basically was saying, like, Nicki is so shady. She was trying to get Meg Thee Stallion drunk. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to get her loose, and, you know, so she could look crazy, and Nicki Minaj could look like she had it all together. And, you know, the barbs came for her ass. But here goes the thing with Azealia Banks, right? So, me personally, I think Azealia Banks is just mad that she did a song with Meg Thee Stallion, because let's be 100% real. If you follow Meg Thee Stallion on Instagram, if you follow her story and follow her as an artist, you know that girl is constantly drinking Douce. She's constantly drinking Douce, letting people pour Douce in her mouth, and she's pouring Douce in other girls' mouth. Meg Thee Stallion was doing this way before she linked up with Nicki. So Azealia Banks, no. Nicki was not trying to get her drunk to make her look stupid or whatever you're trying to say. Me personally, I think Azealia, excuse me, y'all, I gotta fix my boobs. But me personally, I think Azealia Banks is just mad because, you know, Nicki Minaj ain't never do a song with her. Nicki Minaj has acknowledged that Azealia Banks is talented, but Azealia Banks has been consistently putting out music, at least as far as I know, since like 2011, 2012. So she's been around for a while. So here it is, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, y'all can say whatever you want to say. I think Azealia Banks is a dope artist. I mean, that's just me. I think Azealia Banks is an amazing artist. I've been listening to her music for years and years and years. I've seen her in concert. I think that she's very talented. But as far as Azealia Banks in her head, she's probably like, you know what? That's fucked up because I've been in the game. I've been putting in the work too, which Azealia Banks has. You know, being independent and whatnot, because she done fucked up every relationship she had. But nonetheless, you know, Azealia Banks probably felt some type of way. So, of course, you know, Azealia Banks had to chime in, right? So, now, Trina's camp. Okay, now Trina's camp is mad, right? You got Bobbylytes lighting the internet up, going at the barbs, going at Nicki for real. You got Trina's A&R dude doing interviews with Funky Dineva, doing interviews, you know, online, posting shit about, you know, the situation going on with Trina and Nicki. So Nicki had Trina on her Queen Radio show, right? So when she had Trina on her Queen Radio, Trina was basically asking Nicki like, all right, girl, we did a song together. So about 2 years ago, Nicki Minaj and Trina, they did a song together called Baps. I don't know why it never came out. I don't know why it took so long for it to come to fruition. But nonetheless, Nicki Minaj and Trina did a song years ago. Now Trina is ready to put it out. Trina is ready to promote this song. She's ready to do the single, do the video. And she was basically trying to convince Nicki, like she went on Queen Radio. And she basically was like, come on, Nicki, like, when you gonna do the radio? When you gonna do the video? So when Nicki was on the Queen radio, you could clearly see that Nicki Minaj, well, not see, but you could definitely hear, because it's a radio show, Nicki was definitely not trying to do the video with Trina. She kept coming up with excuses and, you know, throwing it off and putting this here and making excuses. You know what I'm saying? Nicki was not trying to, she kept trying to change the subject. You could tell that Nicki Minaj, oh, she cute. She aight. I got to redo these braids. I'm probably going to do them tonight. But anyway, Nicki Minaj was like, no, bitch, I am not doing your motherfucking video, bitch. You was old, you was tired, you was through, like Kaya say, okay, sourpuss. Okay, Nicki Minaj, she was not trying to do no motherfucking song with sourpuss, okay? It's like, no, let me stop. Anywho, so that was Queen Radio. So that, I feel like when Trina did that Queen Radio interview with Nicki, that was like a couple weeks. Like, that was before Nicki Minaj came out with that song with Meg Thee Stallion. So when Trina went on Queen Radio and was basically begging Nicki Minaj to come on a video with her, and Nicki Minaj was basically in a roundabout way telling her no. And then weeks later, she's on a song with Meg Thee Stallion, and within 2 days of the song coming out, they together linked up making a music video together. So now all hell done broke loose because Trina's can now see. Trina ain't really say nothing herself. I will say that. See, Trina, she didn't really say much herself. But like I said, her cousin, her A&R manager, or whatever he is, he just spoke out. He is on Instagram making posts, videos, comments, and he has a whole interview, a 17-minute interview on fucking Dineva page, okay, spilling the whole beans, basically saying how Nicki Minaj ain't shit. Nicki Minaj is not a good friend. She's not loyal. And spilling all the beans, just talking about Nicki. So that's that on that. Now, Nicki Minaj also had Joe Budden on her Queen Radio show, right? But hold on, wait, before I even go to that. So before I close out Trina's little section or whatever, I feel like the same way that Trina and her camp is mad, like, damn, like, you're really doing... I really feel like, low-key, a lot of female rappers are upset with Nicki. And not even upset, but maybe jealous or upset because you have to think about it. You have a lot of female rappers that have been around for a few years now. You got Cash Doll, you got Trina, you got Azealia Banks, you got Asian Doll, I think the little girl that from Texas that supports her. You have a lot of rap girls, you know what I'm saying, that have been around, you know what I'm saying, and you never really collabed with any of those girls. Now, I don't know if it's because these girls didn't really have a buzz as Megan Thee Stallion does. I don't know. But, you know, I have a feeling that Trina's camp coming forth and Azealia Banks throwing shade, I have a feeling that is not going to be the end of the female rapper shade coming towards Nicki, because I feel like a lot of female rappers feel like, you know, damn, like, you know, you got Dream Doll, even though Dream Doll, she supports Lil' Kim, so whatever. But, you know, you got a lot of girls that's out here that's been rapping, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, maybe because Nicki Minaj feels like Meg Thee Stallion got it from an authentic place, you know, like Nicki Minaj did. I don't know. Maybe that's why, but I understand why they're mad. Do I think it's right on what they're saying and how they're trying to portray it? I'm indifferent, but I understand why they may feel that way, because it's like, damn, you try to say you for the girls, you for the culture, you this, you down, you that, you this, but girl, you ain't even do a song with me, and you try to, and Nicki Minaj does always big up Trina, and Nicki Minaj always does say Trina was like one of the only OG female rappers that took her under the wing. So maybe that's the reason why Trina's like, okay, so bitch, I had your motherfucking back when nobody had your back, and now all I'm asking you to do is do a video with me, but you don't want to do it. Maybe Nicki Minaj just feels like the video wouldn't be very popular. I agree. I don't think the video would be very popular, but you know, it could be a lot of reasons, but I feel like Nicki should just be real and just tell her, if you feel like the video isn't going to do well, the song isn't going to do well, and you were just doing the song anyway, just as a favor, then you should just be real and tell her that. You know what I'm saying? Let her know, so she's not feeling like, damn, like, you know, you're saying this over here, but it's not matching. Your actions aren't matching over here, all right? So then Nicki Minaj don't win, cuss Joe Budden the fuck out, right? Call him dumb, stupid, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently, you know, Joe Budden back in the day during his podcast said a lot of shit about Nicki Minaj. Not apparently. He did. He was talking about how Nicki Minaj was on drugs. He was talking about how, you know, she, talking about how she knew, that Cardi, all that, y'all know that whole motorsport, Cardi B, Offset, Quavo, and Nicki Minaj debacle. That's a whole other situation. So he basically spoke on a lot of those things, and Nicki Minaj just wanted to kind of clear these things up, right? I don't remember when Motorsport came out, but when she was, which I believe it had to be a year or two ago. I mean, so she's confronting Joe Budden about things that he said a year or two ago. She brought up Charlamagne, she brought up Envy, she brought up DJ Academics, she brought up a lot of people that Nicki Minaj feels like didn't have her back. You know what I'm saying? And turned on her and hopped on the Nicki hate train, right? So, of course, the Breakfast Club responds, and Charlamagne and DJ Envy are like, of course, we love Nicki Minaj, blah, 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 blah. Everybody, now that Nicki Minaj, I guess, is going around cussing everybody out, now everybody's like, oh, no, we love Nicki, blah, 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 blah. Now, Charlamagne said something. He said he don't want Nicki Minaj to turn into the Monique of rap. Now, Monique and Nicki Minaj are both Sagittariuses. I will say that. He even went as far to call her Monica. Charlamagne is a fool. But it kind of was like, because you don't hear Nas going around. Now, see, I feel like, don't get me wrong, Nas is definitely in conversations when it comes to top 5. But as we move on in time, motherfuckers don't acknowledge Nas like that. Nas defeated Jay-Z in one of the most historic rap battle beefs in history against Jay-Z. Nas won it. Okay? People don't even really talk about Nas too much. They still talk about Biggie, they still talk about Pac here and there, they be disrespect, they talk about Jay-Z, but you don't hear Nas on interviews pulling up on niggas, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the respect and have people see and know that he was historic and that he did the damn motherfucking thing. Now, I do understand why Nicki feels like she has to defend herself, because I am a defensive person myself as a female, you know what I'm saying? I do understand when you usually are in a space when you're the only woman or you are the only feminine, aura in the situation, people can seem to team up on you and they can seem to, jump on you and they can. So I do understand, why Nicki, is pulling up on these people, But it's kind of like, Nicki Minaj, we all know you legend, girl. I know you legend. Pull up in the monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm in the Tonka color where Willy Wonka. You can be the king, but watch the queen. Okay, first things first, I'll eat your brain. Then I'ma start rocking gold teeth and fangs. Cause that's what a motherfucking monster do. Hairdresser from Milan, that's the monster do. Monster Giuseppe Hill, that's the monster shoe. Young Money is the Rasta and the monster crew. And I'm all up in the bank with the funny face. And if I'm fake, I ain't know this cause my money ain't, so let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie, but my features and my shows 10 times your pay. 50K for a verse, no album out. Yeah, my money's so tall that my Bobby's gotta climb it. Hotter than the Middle Eastern climate. Find it. Tony Monterine, Dutty, whine it. Okay, so I know I messed up on a couple of parts, but you get what the fuck I'm saying. Nicki, you was a legend, girl. You don't have to go around pulling up, you know what I'm saying, and getting at niggas. Monique, you are a legend. Yes, you don't have to take, a lesser pay, but you don't have to go around proving your motherfucking point. Monique, we know you're a legend. We know you got it out the mud. Nicki Minaj, we know you're a legend. We know you got it out the mud. You don't have to go around pulling up on niggas and shit, talking about which your choppers out and shit, bringing Kenny ratchet queen ass to the scene. What are you doing, girl? You don't have to do that. You are Nicki Minaj. You know you legend. Now, I get it. I ain't even gonna lie, because I get it, Nicki Minaj. I get it, girl. Because motherfuckers was trying to ragtag you, and niggas do be motherfucking talking and trying to disrespect Nicki Minaj like Nicki Minaj ain't a very, very, very upscale, dope lyricist, and that the bitch hasn't been consistently in the media, putting out music, and consistently in your face since about 2007, at least from what I remember. Like, we're not going to do that. So, I don't really know. Y'all need to drop down in the comment section. Do you think that Nicki Minaj is turning into the Monique with the pulling up and the constantly bringing things up? You know, do you think that she's turning into the Monique of rap? You know what I'm saying? What do you all think? You have to let me know. Because it's like, on one hand, it's like, no, well, you know, stand up for your motherfucking self, girl. But it's like, on another breath, it's like, Nicki Minaj, you are a legend. Like, do we not, are we forgetting this? Girl, you're a legend. You are. And, you know, so you don't have to see me. I know I'm bad. I know I'm a queen. And I don't always need well, sometimes I might need a little validation, damn it. But for the most part, I don't need motherfuckers telling me what, I know what it is. So I don't know. But, you know, Nicki Minaj, you know, you also need to understand where Trina may be coming from. You know, be a good friend. Call her, you know, explain to her, you know, because Nicki Minaj, you have had things happen to you. You have had opportunities kind of shake and move around for you. You have been in a certain situation, so you should understand how emotions can get the best of you when it comes to this music shit. So call your friend. Y'all need to stop ragging on Azealia Banks, because the bitch is a dope-ass artist. So she's crazy as all outdoors, but she could make some really good music. Now, on to this black girl tragic thing. Now, I will say this one thing. I don't know too much about the black girl tragic hashtag. I didn't really hear too much about it until after Nicki Minaj looked into the screen and was like, yes, I said black girl tragic, like the fuck I said, because it be you black bitches that be da-da-da-da-da. Now, apparently, from doing my research, I think black tragic is a hashtag that is used for black women that have been kidnapped or have gone missing or that have been killed brutally and their cases have gone cold, if I believe. And so if you're trying to do a play on words and compare your situation, you know, Nicki Minaj is just dramatic. Like, she did the same thing with the Harriet Tubman. Like, she did the same thing, like, you know, to Freedom. Like, she really compared her journey as a rapper and I guess the bridge that she kind of built to bring female rappers in. She compared that to Harriet Tubman, girl. So she is just dramatic, but it's just kind of like Nicki Minaj. You can't come for black bitches and use a hashtag and try to play on things and try to basically, in a roundabout way, insult or make fun of black women because they come for you. You can't come for you can't come for Cardi when she did the same thing. Now, I love Nicki Minaj. I love Cardi. I love Nicki Minaj's music. I like Cardi as a person. I like Cardi's music as well. But if I had to choose musically, I would definitely say Nicki Minaj's music all day. But if it was somebody that I probably would choose to hang out with, I probably would want to hang out with Cardi. Let's just, like, Cardi is a people person. She is, you know, she's a Libra. I mean, love her or hate her, we people. So, anyway, so, you know, I like both of them equally. But it's like Nicki Minaj, you really called Cardi out and was like, she talks about black women. You talk about black women. How do you not know that Cardi felt like a lot of people that was coming at her in her comments were black women? So maybe that's why when she did talk to a black woman or she did talk to somebody in her comments, she might have referenced them as a roach, not black girl, not hashtag black girl tragic. She might have referenced them as roaches, which I don't think she really meant it like that, but that's a whole nother video. It's a whole nother situation. But You can't say, so maybe Cardi thought that the majority of the people that would come for her relationship, the majority of people that would come for her career, the majority of people that would come for her daughter and her this and her that, maybe Cardi felt like the majority of people that came at her were black women, so she made those comments, because you did the same thing. You felt like the majority, you didn't care about offending and being offensive to black women. You just attacked because you saw that they were the ones that were coming at you. If they were white people, you would have said that something to reference white people. You called Molly a Purdue chicken.